Alright, what is up, License-a-thon fans? I am thegoodjakeward, and I'm going to be bringing you some open season action here on the Game Boy Advance. We are going to be doing the any % category. I actually ran this game 2 years ago at License-a-thon, but a lot of new stuff has been found, to the point where my estimate today I think is better than my PB was 2 years ago. So I'm super excited to show off this run for you guys as we continue with the Spider-Man block here, obviously. We're going to be starting a new game from scratch here, and we're going to be doing the easy difficulty. The timer is going to start once I hit select on easy, which will be in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so right off the bat here, we're introduced to our first two characters. We've got Boog and the animal trainer. And if you didn't know, this game is based on a movie. I will let you guess which movie that is. But right out of the gate here, we're going to be rolling. You can see here that Boog can actually stick to walls there and wall climbs. That's why I said we are continuing with the Spider-Man block here. As Boog is basically a bear version of Spider-Man. But we're going to free Elliot here. And yeah, Shaw, the hunter, who is the main enemy in this game, and will be the final boss, is not too happy that we took away his prized deer. And so he is going to call his hunter friends to take us out. Meanwhile, we're going to rob a convenience store here. Get into a bit of trouble. The fastest way of getting around here is obviously rolling. That's what I've been doing most of the time here. And we're just going to be damage boosting through most enemies. I will kill this one right here just so we have enough health. Because we will get kind of low on health here at the middle of this convenience store section. But this is more or less the tutorial part of the game. And we're just going to roll our way through here. Yeah, I know we are behind. I'm going to do my best to be underestimate here, and I think it's definitely possible, so let's see what we can get done here. But that is the end of the tutorial section, and now we're going to move on to the main part of the game. The game is split up into 5 levels, and you can do them in any order that you want, and then you unlock the final boss level, which is the 6th level of the game. The cool thing about being able to do them in whatever order you want is you unlock a new weapon after each level, and there's certain weapons that are better against certain bosses, so there is a specific order that we'll do here to get the weapons that we want that are actually the fastest in the game. So we're going to start with actually the 5th level, Skunk Land, so that we can unlock skunks as a weapon. We'll roll on through here, running into the skunks there. Right now the skunks don't like us, but we will befriend them by the end of this level. Right here I'm going to do a little manip. I'm going to come down here while that rabbit bridge up there is building, and what that's going to do is there's a skunk in the next section, so I just manipulated him so he was inside the tunnel, which means when I run into him and take damage, I don't actually get knocked back. So just a super small optimization there. That's actually new. That was not part of the run 2 years ago when I ran this for License-a-thon. We're now introduced to our second animal helper, the beaver, who chops down trees for us, which is super helpful. I'm not sure why we can't just climb the tree, as we are a bear that can climb up walls, but we'll take it. Beaver with a chainsaw. So we'll continue to roll here. Each one of these levels is split up into 3 different areas, so that was the end of the first area. We're now coming into the second area. And coming up here, we're actually going to have a brand new strat that I actually just found in the past couple weeks. So while this rabbit bridge is building, I'm going to line myself up in a very special spot here. You can't move during the rabbit bridge falling cutscene, but if you time a roll right before the bridge goes down like this, we can damage boost off of that thorn, and it allows us to roll right through that hunter and save some time. It obviously doesn't save time if you fall to your death like I just did, but I did nail the strat before that. And we'll try that one more time here. That's not going to be a huge time loss, but now you'll get to see it again. So I'm going to line myself up right here and try to time a roll right before this rabbit bridge falls so that we can damage boost through the hunter. And that should do it. Okay, I'm going to be extra careful here not to fall again, but yeah, that does save about a second. So we'll continue rolling here. Running into some crazy hunters along the way. Alright, we've got another rabbit bridge to make here. Rabbit bridges, they take forever to build, so we're always looking for ways to make that go faster. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about this one here, but there is one in one of the later areas that we will have a skip for. But we need to let down that rabbit bridge to allow this beaver guy to come down and chop down this tree for us. And we got some time to kill while we wait. But now we're going to pick up a special type of power-up here that gives us invincibility, allows us to just roll through all these guys. Not that that's not what we've been doing anyways, but at least here we don't take damage. Alright, inside this tent here is a rabbit bridge, and instead of waiting for it to build, we are just going to exit the area and come back in, and it's going to be already built for us. That saves about 5 seconds. Nice little time save there. Alright. Again, we just gotta wait up for a little bit here for this beaver. But yeah, like I said, I agree with you, Ray Reviewer, this truly is a Spider-Man game. I just did a small little skip there where I just barely fall off the edge of that platform and come down here. It skips you having to go all the way around, which saves some time. But yeah, we're going to climb up the walls like Spider-Man here. Right here I'm going to do a weird double jump up through these thorns. You're not supposed to be able to double jump like that through thorns. But if you jump up and then off to the side, it sort of interrupts the jump animation and allows you to get a little bit extra height. You'll see me doing that in a lot of different sections. But Boog is definitely a bear Spider-Man. Alright, we're on to the first boss fight. Here we are just going to spam our melee into the back of this truck here. I'm going to use my roar, which actually slows down time, so that I can get this hopefully in one cycle. That was a little bit slow mashing, but I still barely got the one cycle fight there. This game actually looks kind of sick. This game actually is kind of sick. Like, I know it's a licensed game and those sometimes get a bad rap, but you're at License-a-thon, so obviously you like licensed games, but this is actually a pretty fun game. It has pretty good sprite work, and it's basically just like Mega Man but open season theme. I did not mean to go into that area. I meant to go into Rabbit Land. So we've now unlocked skunks as a weapon, which is what we'll use to defeat the Rabbit Land boss. So that's why we did Skunk Land first, so we can get this boss beaten as quickly as possible. Yeah, this is a really nice game. Alright, I'm going to use... actually, not yet. There is a damage boost I'm going to use in a bit. I didn't quite get it. So you can damage boost off of that dynamite guy and get up to that platform. It only saves about half a second, but that's sort of a new find here. Boog is a boss. Luckily on the easy mode we have plenty of health, so we can just sort of roll through everything. Those radiators hurt you if you stay on them for too long, but we just don't even care. In the hard mode, so the hard mode for this game is actually really hard, which makes sense. It's called hard, but it's like surprisingly a lot harder. Kill that guy before he gets us. So yeah, this Rabbit Land level is inside a sort of mine shaft. These first two areas we're just going to be working our way left to right like we've been doing. I'm a little bit low on health here, but I think we'll be okay. This last area though is not a left to right. It's not as linear as the rest of them, so we're going to be sort of winding. In the beginning here we're going to be going sort of left or right and down, but now we're going to start winding back left and up. Alright, so we're just about at the end of the third area here, and then we'll go on to the boss of Rabbit Land. Here we're going to be introduced to another type of animal trapped in a box. These are super strength birds that can lift up an entire bear. Their strength knows no bounds apparently. So right here you're going to see why we wanted to get skunks. So This guy, the skunk is, was low on health there. Didn't even notice that. We'll try that again. This guy is up on this track here, and the only weapon that can actually reach him when he's up there is the skunk. So that's why we did Skunk Land first, and we're going to get a quick 1-cycle fight there. That is new. It used to be a 2-cycle fight back when I ran this game 2 years ago. So a lot of the boss fights have been reworked to save cycles, which is one of the big time saves. So now we're going to go into Squirrel Land. The reason why we wanted to do Skunk Land and then Rabbit Land as soon as possible is rabbits are super OP as a weapon, and so we wanted to get those as soon as possible. We're going to buy an upgrade here called Rail Rabbit, which is what makes them so powerful. It basically allows you to just spam rabbits super quickly, and it's super good for all the rest of the boss fights that we'll do. We are cruising through though. Like I said, so there's 5 main levels. We'll pick up some rabbits here. One of the only RNG aspects of this game is that the animal weapons that show up at the pickup spots they're random. So we're gonna hope for rabbits here at all these spots, but yeah, it's just completely RNG. The boss fight for this level does allow you to pick up some weapons, so hopefully we'll get good RNG there. Yeah, Elliot in this game just kind of sells stuff, that's all he does. It's unfortunate he's not like a playable character or anything, but whatever. We'll stick to Boog. Boog's a lot cooler, I guess. The other thing Elliot does in this game is he holds the checkpoints, but I guess that's kind of important, but you've never watched Open Season. I think you need to get on that. There's like 4 of them. I would say probably the first one is the only one you really have to watch, but there's some people that like the later ones. It's been like, I don't know, 15 years since I've watched it, but I remember liking it. The bear does get pretty sugar high at the 7-Eleven in the movie. That is definitely a storyline. Yeah, there's actually 4 of them. It's kind of crazy. They just keep making them. I didn't know the demand was that high for them, but they just keep on coming. I think they're probably done, but so here we have 2 different beaver boxes that we have to break. And we need to make sure to stay up there so that that one actually breaks it. But we are just about done with Squirrel Land here. After that, we only got 2 levels left before the final boss, so. Alright, this boss is kind of annoying. Basically, there's a red hunter that's going to come out of one of these tents here. Hopefully get as many rabbits as possible. There he is. And it takes 3 hits, 5 hits, 7 hits, and then 9 hits to knock down these tents. So we just knocked down the first one with 3 hits. It's RNG as to which one he comes out of. And we're just getting bad RNG right now because now we have 2 diagonal ones that are still open. So I'm going to have to kind of go back and forth to see which one he'll come out of next. But you see how powerful the rail rabbits are. You can just sort of spam them and do really quick damage. Alright, we just barely got that last hit off in time before we went back inside the tent. So that was the fastest you can do that boss there. It's a 4-cycle fight. Alright, we are on to Duckland. Beaverland is the last one. We'll save that one for last because when you complete Beaverland, it actually floods. Basically, you break a dam and it floods some of the levels, making them a lot harder. Because water is an instant death for some reason, even though bears can swim in real life. But I guess they didn't think that one through too much. Boog, I guess, doesn't like water. I don't know if that was like a plot point in one of the movies. Like I said, it's been a while since I've watched it, but I will give the devs the benefit of the doubt, as this is a pretty well-made game, all things considered. All in all, there's like not a lot of game-breaking glitches in this game. Most of it's just good movement and solid boss fights. I did find one out-of-bound glitch in one of the levels, but it's not helpful. Alright, we'll grab the invincibility here, go through the hunters. And now we're onto a small water section here. So this is kind of what all the levels would look like when you break the dam in Beaver Land. They'll have sort of these water sections that, again, it's a one-hit death if you fall into the water. The fish there you have to hit. I knew he was coming, so it wasn't a problem, but... Alright, here we're going to try to get 2 early hits on this hot air balloon guy. He actually flies up into the air so you can't hit him, but if you slow down time with your roar, you can get the 2 early hits on him. So we'll see if we can get it here. Does save a bunch of time. I'm going to try to manipulate him here. Yep, we got the 2 early hits there. And now we can just use our melee on him. And I'm going to try to manip him over here. Close, and then we'll try to get a double hit right here, which we do. So I believe the fog flickering is an emulator thing. By the way, that pickup right there, we do have time to pick up 1 animal, and we happen to get rabbits, which was awesome. I believe it's an emulator thing, but actually I own the game, and I don't remember if it's actually in the actual, like if you play it on a Game Boy Advance, if it does that. I'm not actually sure. I've got to think it's an emulator thing, though. Alright, we are on to Beaver Land, the final level before we unlock the final boss, which is Shaw's Cabin. And here we're sort of introduced to a new enemy type. These riot shield guys is what I call them. They've got a giant wooden shield that they can bash you around with. The riot shield guys is actually what I've used to get the one out of bound glitch that I found. Like I said, not useful for the speedrun, but it was kind of cool to find it. That riot shield guy right there in particular, actually, you can get him to push you out of bounds. That is the end of the first level there, or the first area within Beaver Land. We're going to do a little bit more duck riding here. I'm going to try to time a skunk throw here to break that box. I didn't quite get it, dang it. So that does save time if you can break that box on your way. Because obviously the rabbit bridges take a while to build, and if you can get 2 building at the same time, that's going to be helpful. I didn't quite get it, so we're going to have to wait a few extra seconds here. That's all good. Oh man, didn't mean to do that either. But we can break that duck box while we're down here, which at least saves a little bit of time. Make sure to jump on that water spout. The cycle is always such that you can get it there. Alright, here we've got a big damage boost that is a brand new find. Well, one, we're going to do a double jump through those thorns now, but here... Oh, didn't quite get the jump off in time. You can barely make it up to this top platform there, and it saves about 9 seconds. Man, I'm just not hitting the jump, though. This is a big reset point in runs, obviously, because it is kind of precise, but there it was, finally. We got it 3rd try. A little bit low on health here, so I'm going to be careful, but... I'm actually going to die here just so because we just hit a checkpoint, and that'll refill my health. Just for marathon safety here. So now we're going to be flying across a big section of the map. While we're going though, I'm gonna clear out some of these bad guys here. I'll try to at least. I don't know if this one's gonna work. He might have been off screen when that hit, but we'll see. The reason I'm doing that is I'm actually gonna use those platforms right now. Okay, we didn't quite clear him out, but that's okay. We refilled on health, so we are quite okay. But this is the end of Beaverland, and we're gonna go on to this boss. If Boog was voiced by Vin Diesel, then it wouldn't have been as good of a movie, in my opinion. Alright, right here we're gonna wait for this guy to come down and then start spamming rabbits, and for some reason it gives you an instant kill. I'm not exactly sure why that works, but something about moving in the same direction as him and spamming rabbits gives you an instant kill there. It should take 10 hits, but it takes like 2. So that is a new find. Basically all these boss fights have been much optimized since I last ran this game for License-a-thon. We're doing great on time though. We'll be well within estimate, which again I should emphasize is just crazy because this game has just gotten a lot more strats and just gotten a lot faster in the past 2 years. The world record when I ran this game for License-a-thon last was a 25:47, and I don't want to jinx it, but I'm pretty sure we're going to crush that, which is just crazy to think about. We do have about a minute of cutscenes here. We're just about at the end of it though, before we enter Shaw's cabin, which is the final level. Yeah, 27 minutes definitely was generous. I just wanted to make sure that I was under, I guess. That damage boost I just did right there is actually really hard. I had to mash really fast for that. But yeah, you can damage boost through the riot shield guy so that he pushes you in the opposite direction, or it pushes you in the direction that you want to go. So that was nice there. And it saves more time than you think, just because instead of getting knocked back, you get knocked forward. Yeah, no problem, Tempe. Just trying to do my part to help out the marathon here. Alright, I'm gonna make, okay, we do have enough rabbits. You need about 33 rabbits for the end here. Luckily we got good RNG throughout to pick up rabbits. Up next is the Shaw fight, and that's going to be the end of the run. So we've got 3 phases to this Shaw fight. They're all pretty simple. This first one we're just gonna spam rabbits, and while I'm doing so I'm gonna slowly move to the center of the room, because at the end of each phase Boog will kind of move to the center. You'll see him sort of move here. So you want to get as close to the center as possible just so that you don't waste time with him having to move. Yeah, this music is intense. Right here we're going to try to get a 2-cycle fight here, and we do get it. So you need to get 10 hits on while he's sliding back and forth. That is a new strat. We used to do a 3-cycle fight. Alright, we are on to the final phase, and this one also has a new strat. This is an instant kill if I can get it. We'll see. I'm going to intentionally take damage right here to line Shaw up where I want him. And then I'm going to throw that. And I did sort of get the instant kill. Time's going to stop right now. Sorry, that was no warning there. But sorry, the fight just happened so quickly. So yeah, that is the run. Time stops when I throw that pillow at the end there. So it's looking like that was a 23:05. Yeah. Oh yeah, you guys were pretty quick with the stoppage there. So yeah, we crushed the estimate, 23:05. Again, crazy to think that that beat the world record 2 years ago by almost 3 minutes. But that is open season for the GBA. I highly recommend it as a speed game. It's pretty fun. It doesn't take too long to learn. I have a set of tutorial videos out. You can be running the game in well under an hour and get your first sub 30 within the same day that you decide to learn the game. But yeah, it's fun. It's a Mega Man clone for the GBA that is open season themed. And you see the nice congratulations screen here. It taunts you to try hard difficulty, and then we got the credits. Quick shout out to the open season speedrunning community. We do have a Discord. if you are interested in running this game, or there's also the PSP version, the console version. We're all in the same Discord. We all have a good time. So feel free to join up on the Discord if you liked what you saw today. But thank you again, License-a-thon, for having me. And good luck to the rest of the runners. Thanks.